Welcome to the Money Watch Show. It's Tuesday, August 1st. I cannot believe it is August. This summer has snuck up on me. I don't know about you guys. I am joined here. I'm Jill Schlesinger, by the way, CBS News business analyst. And your host and my co-host is Mark Talercio. Hello, Mark.
Hello, Jill. I always look so forward to August for us.
Yeah, I know. August is a good month for us. So Mark and I are taking 2 weeks off. Are you guys going away or not?
Yeah, we're going over to London and Parigi.
You know, I don't know, like you guys are hysterical. Can you try some? I know you tried one thing that was new, but really, Amanda could go to Paris. This is her favorite trip, London, Paris, right?
Well, London is more me. Paris is obviously her. But this is it. We're not doing this next year. Next year will be totally new locations.
Have you picked out something that you're interested in?
Yeah, I think we already know. Because as I told you before, we got to make all these plans around the school calendar, which has been released. So I think in the spring, for spring break, we are going to go to Portugal.
Oh, everyone loves Portugal. This is a great trip. Okay.
And then this time next year, August, I'm trying. At least 3 weeks I want to spend in Italy.
All right. So I'm going to plan on a 3-week trip. Do the 3 weeks leading into Labor Day.
I'm not saying we'll be off for 3 weeks. I'll can be over there and we can still work.
All right. And you'll be practicing your Italian. Well, I'm going to do a little reconnaissance by going to do the special birthday trip in the fall. I'm not going to be traveling in the summer anywhere near Europe ever again, unless I have to, but I really am not. I feel like it's too hot. It's too hot everywhere. I don't know. I can't do it. I can't deal. Are you going to have a home base in Italy? Do you have an idea?
We will, yeah. I think it's probably going to be up in Tuscany.
Oh.
My language teacher, she's from Tuscany. So she has a lot of connections up there and has already pointed me in a few different directions of places we could stay.
I love it. All right. Well, if you have places for Mark to stay in Tuscany, or if you've got ideas about his future vacations, just get to our website. It's JillOnMoney.com and click the Contact Us button. By the way, you can also ask us your financial questions. It's the exact same place, JillOnMoney.com. While you're on the website, check out all the great content that lives there. We've got another podcast called Jill on Money. We've got a blog. We've got videos of my recent appearances on CBS News and a resources section. You can sign up for the free weekly newsletter, all sorts of great stuff. You can also buy my book, The Great Money Reset, because summertime is a time where you're always contemplating a reset. You're like, you know what? I like the speed of my life right now. If that's you, check out the book, The Great Money Reset. This is a way that you can really look at changing your life without damaging your financial part of your life. So I think that's a useful thing. And you can also check out our new service, Jill on Money Live. That's where you have access to quarterly live webinars and lots of cool bonus content. All right. But this show is about you guys. And so today we are joined by Stephen, who's on the line from Kentucky. Hello, Stephen. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Jill? How are you, Mark?
Doing well. What's going on? How can we help you out?
So I had a question about looking at our finances, my wife and I. Is it crazy to think that we could do this all alone, or should we start to consider bringing in some sort of professional guidance?
Well, I mean, it is not crazy to think that you could do it all alone. I don't know if you want to do it all alone. That's a different question. So tell us about what's going on, and let's see what you need.
So my wife and I we're 38, and we have intentions of being in a position by the time we're 50 to no longer have to be obligated to work unless we so choose.
Okay.
So we're trying to maximize all of our retirement savings from here until then to put us in a situation where we can leverage some of our 457 monies in our taxable accounts to pull back from full-time employment and then our transition to part-time employment, or just completely exit the marketplace entirely.
Say goodbye, exit stage left. So do you guys have kids?
We do not.
So you're both 38 and you've got 457 plans. So are you municipal workers?
I am, and my wife works for a university healthcare environment. So we both I have a pension opportunity and she also has a 403B. So we are aggressively saving.
Okay. How much do you guys earn?
About 235 combined.
Great. So, Stephen, why don't we walk through you and tell us if you were to let's call it retirement. Let's just say stop working at 50. We got 12 years to go. What is the pension? What would the pension look like for you in the future?
So if I stop at 50, it would be kind of significantly below because I have to have like a rule of 87. So it would only contribute about $1,200 a month. If I go to 60, which would be their full retirement, it jumps up to $2,400.
Okay, but maybe you don't need to because you really don't want to have to. So we're going to count on the 1,200. So that's your pension benefit at age 50. How much do you guys each have in all of these accounts? You want to go through yours first? What do you have in retirement?
Retirement savings about $570,000 and about $90,000 in taxable accounts.
Okay, so 570 in pre-tax retirement between the two of you, right?
Yeah, less 55,000 of that is a Roth.
Okay, and 90,000 in a brokerage account, right?
Correct.
Okay, got it. What about cash? Just cash on hand?
We usually carry about 20.
How about a house? You got one of those?
We do, and that is our only debt.
Okay, how much is the house worth?
I've always put it at the appraisal value at $317. I don't try to keep up with Zillow.
Okay, and how much is the mortgage amount?
$208,000 at 2.25.
2.25? Oh my God! Is that a 30-year, 15-year? What is it?
It's a 30-year, and it's going to be a pair of golden handcuffs for a long time.
Now, when they say there's no housing inventory, it's because of people like Stephen and his wife, because they are not moving out of that 2.25% mortgage, are you?
Feet first.
Yeah, exactly right. So, how much do you figure that you guys need to live on?
We're really probably around 85, and that's living a very enjoyable lifestyle.
I like enjoyable. That's good. So I figured that we're going to kind of have your age 50 and then we're going to have, let's say, 67. What does it look like for your full retirement age Social Security?
Admittedly, I haven't even looked at Social Security because everything I've planned on is to say worst case scenario, what if it's zero? And I think we're fine to not even include a potential Social Security income.
There's no way it is zero. Everybody listening here, just listen to me right now. There is no way that it is zero. Social Security is not going away. It may not be as much, but there will be something. So you've tested this because you've been saving so much. Tell us a little bit about the amount you've been saving.
So we save pretty much about $100,000 a year.
Wow.
Between all of that also includes employer contributions to the 403B, but we max out the 457, max out HSA, max out Roth accounts, and then that taxable account as well.
So what you're basically saying is you got about, I don't know, let's call it 700,000 right now that you've saved. You're going to put another 1.2 million in, and of course the 700 that you have will grow.
I just ran that $100,000 a year for the next 12 years. They're looking at roughly $3 million.
Is that the $3 million also include the growth of the 700 he saved already?
Yeah.
So we got $3 million. And at age 50, we have to produce enough income for you to get $8,500 a month, right? And the thing that we do know is that at the very least, you will have this. Oh, I just want a quick question about that pension. Will you start receiving the $1,200 at age 50, or do you have to wait to receive it at age 60 or 62 or something like that?
I would have to wait until 60 if I wanted to have the lifetime annuity stream, or I could just roll it out, but it's...
Nah. Let me do that again. Nah, I don't think so. Well...
So then they're a little short.
I was going to say, I think you're a tiny bit short. But wait a second. That was if you said there is absolutely no way that you are going to be working. But it sounds to me like it's more likely that we have like an interim part-time period, right?
Yeah, I think it would be that new term of Coast Fi where we just try to do something we enjoy and try to cover some of our living expenses where necessary.
Do you think that would be like a 5-year period or a 10-year period? What's your guess?
Probably 9.5 years.
I like 9.5 years. That's good. Okay, the 9.5 year plan. Okay, let's say that in At age 50, you got $3 million saved. And it might be light, but I'm just saying, let's just presume that it's $3 million. Then for 10 years, how much should we say that you will be earning?
I think 85 combined is a reasonable target.
Mark, if they do 85 combined in today's dollars, do you think then they make it?
Probably, but don't forget, are your current contributions, are they still pre-tax, or are you doing Roth now? What are you doing?
Yeah, we do. We max out the Roth. And so the 457's maxed out and the 403B. And in theory, I was like, well, we can use that 457 as a bridge to allow us a lot of those retirement accounts to grow until that 59 and a half or the rule of 55.
So here's the thing that's kind of interesting. I mean, we haven't gotten to your core question, which is, should we do this on our own? I am not sure that you need anybody to help you manage this right now. With all due respect to my wonderful brethren, other CFPs, people who are doing this for a living, you are in accumulation mode. There is very little that someone is going to tell you to do that is different than what you're doing. And I think that Mark raises a good point, which is we don't want you to pile up the pre-tax money so that you're forced to pull that money out at the wrong time, at the wrong bracket. But on the other hand, I just have a sense that you'll be able to tap that when you need to tap it and you'll pull the money out. I think that if you're comfortable managing this, I don't see why you would necessarily hire anybody to do it. First of all, most of your money is in retirement plan assets, and many financial folks don't even want to touch those assets because there's actually it's a little bit of a thornier path for advisors who provide advice or take over the management of ERISA plans because there are a lot of rules that are involved. I don't know, Mark, do you think that Stephen and his wife need a financial planner to do this?
No, they definitely don't need one. The question is he comfortable doing it?
Yeah, the accumulation phase I'm comfortable with, but it's as you get closer to the transition of, it's easy to save, it's harder to spend once you kind of get accustomed to this lifestyle.
Right. And so here's what I would say. I think for now, you keep going. 38, the next 7 years or so, keep rocking and rolling and see. If laws change, if tax laws change, you can always hire somebody. And you can always hire a fee-only planner to do a plan for you. That, to me, might be helpful as you near your, the 50. But at least for the next 5, 7, 8 years, I wouldn't do much. I would just keep rocking it. I think you're in good shape. I do. And if you're willing to work, again, if you're willing to kind of fill the gap for those 10 years and your expenses have not soared in some strange way, I think you're in good shape. I really do. I think that you guys could really be in a position to do something cool. It may even be better. We'll have to see, right? But I don't know. I feel good about this. Do you guys have your estate documents done?
Admittedly, no.
Admittedly, there's only so much bourbon that will make this go down easy for you. And I will tell you this, Stephen from Kentucky, get these documents done because you have a very easy situation. There's no kids. There's no nothing. But I always say this. We just went through a once-in-a-century pandemic. Bad things happen. Let's just bang this out. I even think you could probably just do it online and not worry about it. Most of your assets will pass via contract, meaning you've got a retirement account, your wife is the beneficiary, you're the beneficiary of hers. It's really easy. So all you need is for your stuff, your house, and importantly, a healthcare proxy. To me, that's the most important document you could have right now. So can you how about we pinky swear over a pappy? No, we won't make you do that. But can we do a little pinky swear for you?
Let's do it over a bottle of Buffalo Trace.
Yeah, I like Buffalo Trace also, by the way. I like Buffalo Trace, and it's very good when in a Manhattan. I like that Buffalo Trace. Okay, we're all in. What else do you need from us, Stephen?
That is it. I appreciate your all's time and kind of reaffirming that we can do this together.
You can do it. I wish you guys the best of luck. And if you run into a problem, give us a shout back. But I think for now, you've got this accumulation phase. You're all over it. As you get closer, you can always look ahead and talk to somebody. But for now, I think you just keep on with your game plan. So if you are like Stephen and his wife and you want to know how you can put yourself in a position to make different choices, this show is essentially about How do we create opportunities for you? And then we hope to give you permission to take advantage of all those opportunities that you've created. I don't do it. You guys do it. So please get in touch with us. Go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button. Don't forget, you can check out the free weekly newsletter and subscribe to the new service, Jill on Money Live. That's access to quarterly live webinars and lots of cool bonus content, extra interviews. And we'd love to hear from you. So just get in touch with us. Mark Talercio is the co-host and executive producer, as well as the Web King. We are distributed by Paramount Global. We drop our episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. Do something nice for someone else today. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you on Thursday.